So hello, Mr. Singh. Can you tell me how you approach different learning styles?
Yeah, definitely. I would like to say learning is something which comes only by doing. And at this era of 21st century, it is very important that we have to go for the learning skills. As Alvin Toffler's popular saying for the 21st century educations, which I would like to mention here, that is, the literate of 21st century are not those who cannot read and write. The literate of 21st century are those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn the things. So overall, I want to tell over here that learning is something which is very much required at present time. And the students, those who are having the learning tendency, even the professional, those who are having the great learning tendency, they will survive for the future decades job. Because you see, as the technology is changing itself very fastly, markets changing itself very fastly, everything is getting changed at this 21st century. So it would be important that we have to be a fast learner. And nowadays, you see, at the time of the COVID pandemic, there are a lot of changes are happening in schooling system in all the way of the life, human life getting changed. So of course, in that also, we professors and we people all about the way we are learning a lot of new things. So I think that learning is something which is very much required. And in educations, I want that the learning capability of the students can get developed. And when I say the learning capability get developed, then it should not bound on a syllabus, which I can say syllabus. That would be not on that way. We have to explore our ideas. We have to develop the scenario, develop the prospects, criteria. Through that, students can learn something. And one more things I want to tell that most probably we are finding that teacher-centric education is going on. Somewhere the facilitator-centric education is going on. I would like to say that somehow we require to give more space to our coming generations, that they become the teacher of their own. And in my opinion, when the students become teachers of their own, then they get a lot of benefits, like they can do their self-evaluation, self-corrections, self-assessment, and self-organizations. So it would be very important in terms of learning. I would like to say in 21st century, learning is all about teachers should be their own learner and students should be their own teacher. And on this concept, if we are working, we will be able to do great.
And that's my next question. Thank you for that thorough response. When you hear the phrase independent learner, what comes to mind?
I think that this is a very important aspects of education. When we talk about this independent learner, that means we are giving the full space to the brain of the students and to the brain of the learners, that they can develop their own vision, own thoughts, own ideas in a great way. And somehow the world is struggling with the education's problem today, or they are not able to grab the speed of 21st century scenario. The reason is that most of the learners across the globe are not independent. Somehow they are getting dominated by the teachers. Somehow they are getting dominated by their ideas. So many, I know the lakhs of professors in the world, those who are not upgrading themselves, those who are not having the vision for the future, they just go on that silly bus, which I use for the syllabus. They're just going on that and just round and round they are doing. So what happened, that the learners are or students are not able to get the things in a good way. And if they are the independent learner, then they are not getting influenced and dominated by someone to whom we call professors. So in independent learning, a learner has all the opportunities to develop their own ideas, own vision, own thoughts, and they can frame the things for the future prospects. So Priscilla, I want to tell that this is very much important at present time for the world educations to make it in the systems that we have to create the independent learner. Only that case we will able to make the things better for this world. One more thing I would like to say: the teachers are assistants, professors are assistants. They are not the ultimate one. So we're not required to just choose our role of dominator, that what I say is only right. Despite of that, we have to understand that every human being had their own intelligence, their own intellectual power. and our students, our new generations, of course, they are having a lot of things to do. So through independent learning, we are giving them that much of space. Through that, they will hold our future prospect, and they become the real future teachers, and they become real future leaders. So it would be important that we have to just infuse independent learning.
I'm very satisfied with that response, and I agree with you. We must teach the students how to then teach. So my next question for you is, what does millennial mindset mean to you?
Uh, I, in my uh, in my opinion, I am thinking that the mindset is somehow which is required to drive on the right directions. On this kind of mindset, what I'm thinking is that we require to make a holistic approach.
Okay.
That is the most important things. Despite of going on this any target, any as you, I think that you are also heard about the phrase, success is a journey, it's not a destination. Somehow, when we just make it in our destinations, or when we keep this mindset that we have to go on that way, so there are a lot of great opportunity what life has intended to us. We are not able to grab. So I saw that the work is everything, and in uh, in our religion, it is said here, very popular saying here in India, and I would like to speak for you in a Sanskrit as well as I would like to make a translation in English too. Asthiram jivatam loke, asthiram dhanyovane, asthiram putradarascha, dharm kirti dharmistiram. In English, we can say that in this world, everything is unsaturated. Even our relations are unsaturated, even unstable. Everything is unstable, stable here. Beauty is unstable. After some time, you become old, or anybody becomes old, and instability on the in the relations also. From a childhood, a small child simply, uh, simply follow her mother, follow her father when she's young. But when they are getting younger, they say, "Mama, I don't have a time. I'm very busy in my work." So like that, there are a lot of things are, everything is unstable. Only the stability are two things which we have in this world, that is our work and our religion. These two things. When I use the word religion, religion means having the good deed for humanity, and good way of living. So I think that that is something which is very much required, and being a millennial and having this kind of mindset is somehow, I think that there is a requirement of making little bit reformations in that ways, so we'll be able to do better.
Excellent, excellent. So one more question for you.
Okay.
What inspired you to be an educator?
uh, tell you the truth, initially when I was initiated my work, I was not like a teachers, and I don't want to be a teachers, which I would like to tell you frankly here. I wanted to be, a person. I don't know what I want to be at the initial phase, but I really want to do something good for the world. And when I was initiated my career from a very small town of India, that is Jaunpur, is a place which is located in Uttar Pradesh state, and it's an underdeveloped city. I have a big vision, and I always believe that place never makes the difference. Difference comes when we change our thoughts. Ideas never depend on where it is come from. The thing is that ideas should be greater, and I initiated it. And then after, I come in this education sector, and I'm totally unsatisfied with the things which is happening, the practices, what the people are following. Because when I met with a lot of students, those who are getting failed in their life, they are not able to develop their skills which is required in the market. There are big difference in between the educator and the employer. So there is a one thought comes to my mind now. There is a requirement of doing something, because we are all choose to be audience. Somehow we require to be a performer, because being an audience saying this thing is going bad, that thing is going bad, blah blah blah, the people used to say. I think that we require to take the responsibility. If something is wrong in the society or in the world, we require to take the charge of it and do something if we can. So that inspires me. And first of all, I have initiated work from my city, and then after I expanded in the whole country. In 2014, I have conducted one international conference also. In that, 54 countries experts were participated. That was based on intercultural communications. And then after, I have just expanding it to work for my nations. And I would like to develop all those countries, and even the countries those who are developed also. I would like to change the goalpost of education. I want that let's do something through that we will able to protect the humanity and makes the thing better. Let's learn both the things, life skill and work skill. Life skill comes by our religion aspects, how to live the life, because religion teaches us how to live the life, how to do the practices of the life. And the work skills is all about what is going on in the market, what is going on in the world. We have to update ourselves, and we have to make ourselves always useful in the market. So that is something which inspire me. And for my inspirations, if you want to do something, you are getting a lot of people, those who inspired you. There are a lot of legendary personality, those who have done great. And one more thing, Priscilla, I want to tell over here, that without struggle, nobody can get anything. And whenever we talk about the success always we get in unfavorable conditions. Success never have the favorable conditions. If you would like to do something, if you want to get success on any task, the situation will be unfavorable for you. Even if I talk about the great legendary like Mahatma Gandhi from here in India, Abraham Lincoln, and there are so many legendary personalities. You see, they at their time when they had dream to make this world better, at that time they struggle a lot because the situations are not in their favor. So these all things are inspired me, and I thought to all those people, because what we are doing today will become the footprints for other in the future. So like me, there are so many people who have done a great deeds, and I choose to be educators. And my life philosophy is something which is a very important, I think, for every one of us, and every one of us are having that. You see what you are today. If I asked you that, did you intended to be what you are today? Then your answer is, I think that you may just tell me better. But here I would like to say, do Steve Jobs know he will become Steve Jobs, founder of Apple company? Do any richest person, any legendary personality, do they know what they will be? In my opinion, I think that we have a plan for our life, and we are not having the control on it. Somehow, God have the plan for us, which is called unintended consequence. And when we are not able to get our own plan, then God provides us a better plan. We will become far better than what we are.
Absolutely. Well, two things. You must, number one, believe in your own self, and you must believe in the goals of others and helping them. And one of my favorite phrases is the road to success is always under construction. So
Great.
we are always learning, we are always growing, but we must start with what we know. And as we continue to learn, we will grow and we will help others. And I believe that you must wake up every morning and live with a purpose.
True. Agreed.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for letting me pick your brain today. I really enjoyed our conversation, and I look forward to more in the future.
Yeah, definitely. I want one thing that with our this platform, uh, let's uh, let's do a lot of sessions through that the people are getting benefit, our audience are getting benefits, and whatever the demands at present time, lot of youths are waiting for good ideas. They are a little bit confused over their future prospect. I think that through our this platform we will be able to do a great work for them also. And